Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 4, called Indifference. So we don't get a major plot in this episode. It's a little bit of a filler, but let me tell you guys what happens. So we do find out exactly who was the person who burnt Sasha, not Sasha, I want to say her name's Shannon or something like that, you know, the girl who was Tyrese's girlfriend, and David, who's pretty much like a nobody from Woodbury. But someone did kill them. Who is the person who lit them on fire, and what was the reason? Spoiler alert, it was Carol. She did it just to protect everybody, really, because she thought, alright, these are only people that are infected. If I kill them, no one else will be affected. So now everyone's pretty much infected except a select few, like Daryl is not infected, Michonne's not affected, but the people who are affected, probably Herschel, because throughout this whole episode, he's been trying to help people and keep them alive, even though he knows he could get the infection. He probably thinks he already has it. One of the major players, Sasha, who is Tyrese's sister, and Glenn. Yeah, that's a pretty big thing in this episode because these people are on verge of death. What will happen to them, and if someone turns into a zombie, they could all get killed. It's a big thing. And now Daryl, Michonne, another guy who's from Woodbury, I don't know his name though, and Tyrese, they all go to try and find medicine like 50 miles away, so that's their thing. But then there's a horde of zombies, so they had to get out of their car, and now they have to walk there or walk somewhere else to get medicine. And that's pretty much what's going on here. It's just really kind of that thrill of who's gonna die, will they get the medicine in time? And that's why I say it's kind of a filler. No big revelations. I guess Carol was the big revelation. We still don't know who's feeding the rats. Could it be Carol? Maybe, but that wouldn't really make sense. One thing I did like is that they don't really just say, oh, it's Carol who killed them. They give little hints like, alright, we kind of understand Carol did it because she threw some water on the ground after Tyrese said, oh, protect my sister. So we do know it's Carol as the episodes go on, or at least you have hints of it's Carol, and then we find out it's Carol. But I feel like it wasn't such a big deal, unless you tell Tyrese, and it's going to be a very big deal. But I guess it wasn't so much of a big deal. At least in Rick's eyes, because nothing really happened after it. It was just like, yeah, I killed them, I'm gonna do my thing. But Carol's obviously upset about it, and I guess we'll see the aftermath of that. But through the trailer, it doesn't really seem there is an aftermath. I guess it's just showing the cost of what people would do. I think that's really what it was showing. Not saying, oh, Carol's the bad one. Just her choice, I guess. That's pretty much what's going on in this episode, though. I think one thing I did like about this episode is that, it was a filler. I would say it was a filler, but it wasn't a boring filler. You know, a lot of times in Season 3 and Season 2, there would just be filler, like nothing happened. At least this is a filler where things do happen, and it's more of a tension type filler where you're like, alright, will they get the medicine? Now, if this goes on for like 2 more episodes, I would call that a major filler, and they're like, alright, pick it up a little. But since this is really just one episode, again, I think it's just building up that tension of will they get the medicine, who's gonna die, will Glenn die, will Sasha die. I think this was an episode that was needed to do this. But I'm excited to see if I think they will get the medicine. I really don't think Glenn's gonna die. I don't think Sasha will die because I feel like that would be too much on Tyrese, and now something in this episode is that Tyrese is a little uptight right now because his girlfriend died, which is definitely understandable, and his sister might die, so obviously he's uptight and even thinking, should I even be alive? Because he's in the car, the horde of zombies are coming, he doesn't even want to move, so, but then he's like, alright, gotta go. So it's a question, does he want to be alive, and if Sasha dies, what will happen there? So it's interesting with his character, what will happen. And also one thing we did get to see is the radio. They heard something on the radio, they weren't able to pick it up though, so I'm interested to see if that will continue throughout the season, or is that kind of false hope. But yeah, okay episode. I give it a 3.5, you know, out of 5 stars. Pretty good. It wasn't as good as the other episodes this season, but it's an understandable type filler episode. Again, it's more adding tension type filler episode. But please tell me in the comments below, what did you think about this episode? Of course, I'll have a review for Walking Dead next week for episode 5. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.